Today, we are going to talk about how consistent marketing can create consistent cash flow. Believe me, I understand exactly what is in your head right now, especially if you're a culinary business owner. The things that are in your head, honestly, are everything from it's too expensive. I've tried it before and got absolutely no results. And who the heck has time to be consistent? I understand all of those. I had all those struggles and complaints and questions whenever I was in business and as well. And sometimes it's still really hard for me to invest in marketing. But guys, the right team, the consistency of doing marketing, even if you don't want to hire a team, but if you'll just know, and I'm going to give you tips of the things that you can do, easy tips. There's going to be 3 or 4 of them. So just stick with me that you can do to create consistent marketing in your business. I promise you, if you will just do one of the 3 to 4 things that we're going to talk about, you will gain more clients because after all, why do you market in the first place? In the first place, it is because it is return on your investment of money or return on your investment as in time. So let me tell you, I absolutely understand that marketing can feel like it's expensive, but it is also a business expense that you should get a huge return on your investment. It is one of the number one things that really changed my business around and really helped me take my culinary business from 6 to 7 figures is whenever I hired a marketing person and she was very consistent about my marketing. Yes, she was expensive. Yes, she was an investment, but she was able to pay for herself 2 to 3 times over whenever I just stepped forward and invested in her. I know that you're sitting there and say, I don't even have the money right now to hardly pay attention or feed myself. I completely understand that. You do not have to start big with a ton of hours. There are people out there. I'm about to tell you because some of you guys understand that I actually have an internal culinary marketing team for the people that I coach. I'm going to tell you the 3 things that we do consistently for them that you can actually start doing for yourself. The other thing is if you've hired a marketing person or marketing team in the past, you paid them a lot of money, big investment for you, or even a little amount of money, and it yielded nothing. I'm here to tell you, yeah, that does happen. It happens to a lot of people. So I don't want you to get discouraged by that. There are really good marketing people out there. You might have to kiss a lot of frogs to find that prince or princess, but I promise you they're out there. Do not be discouraged if you had invested in marketing before and it did not work out for you. I've had chefs before, culinary business owners before that have hired interns. They have found a marketing firm or team or person that was willing to work with them closely. I know that some people have even gone to some of the sites like Fiverr and those other kind of contractor sites that have helped. It's not something that I recommend, but I know that it has worked for other people. The other thing is though, whenever you start any type of marketing, whether it be a social post, a blog post, do not get wrapped up in, oh my gosh, I have no clue what to say. People just need to start hearing from you on a regular basis. I am telling you now, if you cannot be consistent, do not do that to your loyal fans, followers, and your brand. Even if you start with 1 post a week on either Facebook or Instagram. And by the way, those are the 2 sites that we have found, the 2 social sites that we have found that work the best for any type of culinary business owner. Um, People have asked me about Pinterest. People have asked me about Twitter. There's just our ideal client doesn't seem to live on those. If you've had good success, please don't stop using them. But the 2 platforms that we always educate our culinary business owners to live on is either Instagram or Facebook. And according to our analytics with my culinary company, it really kind of runs hand in hand of which one actually converts better for us. Again, the key is consistency. So let's talk about what consistency really looks like. We always try to educate our business owners that you should post perfectly or in an ideal world on those two platforms, Instagram or Facebook, and at least 3 times a week on each platform. Yes, I understand those are 6 posts. However, you can actually connect your Instagram to your Facebook, or at least in the past you were able to. And don't get wrapped around about what to say. So they just need to hear from you. If it is a great plate of food that you just produced and it might be going into a container to a client's home, tell them a little bit about the story of the family or the person that might be getting that food so that they can find themselves in that particular person's food. Talk about what's unique about how you prepared it. Maybe you typically do it for meat eaters and this happened to be a vegan client. Remember that it's about your client and it's not how beautifully you prepared the food. Again, clients eat with their eyes first. I completely get that. You always want a beautiful picture of food, not a beef stew picture, not some messy, cheesy, pay attention, but it doesn't have to be a professional photo. Use a great photo, plenty of light that you took with your iPhone or camera or whatever you have. Make sure that you find words to use about an ideal client and why they love the food. You don't always have to use food that you absolutely prepared in your own kitchen or in a client's home. Sometimes just your regular family meal will give you tons of pictures to use. People don't have to know that you're making the food for your family. Be consistent. At least 3 times a week. Choose one platform if you don't want to choose 2 platforms. Choose one, be consistent, and if you can find the courage, try to make at least one of those alive. You don't have to go crazy with it too. It can be something simple as showing them something that you're doing in the kitchen, a beautiful bunch of bell peppers that you just received, you walking into a client's home, the behind the view of a dinner party you're doing, an amazing cake that you just decorated. It does not have to be complicated. We try to overcomplicate things so much. The other thing that we always recommend is 3 social posts on Facebook a week, 3 social posts on Instagram a week, and then if you've got an email list, which hopefully you do, send at least one email out a month. Tell them about things that are happening. Show them what you're doing in the kitchen. You don't want to sell all the time, but remind them of the services. At least stay in front of them. Last but not least, if you don't have a blog on your website, strongly encourage you to get a blog on your website. But if you can't be consistent with it, don't worry about it. That can come later. Your number one goal is to post consistently on your 2 social platforms. People want to hear from you. People need the services that you provide. You have to show them that you're out there. You have to show them your brand and why you're unique. So one of the things that we actually created is we created a free guide. You will see the link in the comments below. You guys actually may see it on the screen depending upon how you're watching it, how you're watching the live today. But it's 5 ways to create consistent income. It's a downloadable. We created it for you guys. Other culinary business owners have loved it in the past. I hope that you will find it extremely valuable. Remember, we have a free community called the Food Owners Business Community. It is there for you to get advice and help whatever you need. We look forward to seeing you there or wherever you're watching this today. Download that guide and let us know what questions you have. You guys have a great day.